Hi, I'm Patrick from Rocky Mountain Style. Today I want to tell you about my experience with Thursday boots. I have three pairs. I first bought the majors, then I bought the captains, then I got the diplomats. I've had all of them for over a year now, and I've also dealt a little bit with customer service. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience and whether Thursday may be for you. So how did I find Thursday? Well, I wanted to try some nice boots for the first time. I've really only had low quality boots or gym shoes, things like that in my life recently. So I wanted to try some nice boots, but didn't want to drop, $300 plus on my first pair. I wanted to see if I'd be okay wearing something heavier and chunkier on my foot, and just to see. So I started looking around on YouTube. I found Thursday. A lot of people were talking about them, lots of reviews. And at first, this marketing seemed a bit much to me. A lot of times with statements like these, you're trying to hide something. So I kept researching, and sure enough, there were lots of people with great reviews. The guys at Trenton and Heath, I believe, did a resoling of one talking about the good quality. Nick from Stridewise has lots of content on Thursday and talks very highly of them. So decided to plunge in and hop in and try the major boot. Mostly just to be a contrarian, since everyone seems to talk about the captain and how awesome it was. I really liked how the major looked. These are in chocolate, which is no longer offered. I wish they had this new Quero color when I bought mine, because I think it looks pretty sweet. But the majors are really nice. I liked them. I ordered an 11 at first, had to send it back for a 10.5. And given that these were my first boots, really wasn't sure how much they'd stretch and what that would look like. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten the 10 instead of the 10.5, because now they are a bit loose. Still good enough to wear, so I do wear them. Had them a little over a year. You can see the wear here is, not too bad. I've worn them out in the brush a little bit, walking around, so there is some wear, as you can see. They did have one issue. The tongue was sewn in incorrectly. You can see it lists a little bit to the left. I emailed customer service about this just to let them know about the issue, saying, hey, this seems to be sewn in wrong, but the boots are still wearable. It's just a very minor annoyance. I just wanted to let you know so you could, have your shop watch that and make sure that doesn't happen again. I told them I didn't need anything. I didn't expect anything. Turns out they sent me a $199 gift card and let me keep these boots anyways. So very positive experience with them. They were easy to deal with. They were quick to reply. And they fixed the problem, even though it wasn't that big of a problem. So you can't really ask for more. So before all that happened, though, I ended up buying a pair of captains because I wanted something a little bit lighter brown. As you can see here, I ended up with the natural Chrome Excel boots. That's a leather made from the Horween Tannery in Chicago, which I'm sure you guys have probably heard of if you're sort of in the boot world. You can get that leather in all sorts of stuff. I have a Chrome Excel belt, watch strap, all sorts of stuff. These are amazing. I started out at a 10.5 and then went down to a 10, which is spot on. So I can buy with confidence in the future just at 10 and not have to return anything. They look great, as you can tell. The leather just gets more awesome with age. These ones I've had about a year as well. I've worn these more than the other two pairs, probably, 40 or 50 times total. With so many different boots and shoes, you can't wear them. Can't wear them all every day, but these are fantastic. So with that $199 gift card, I ended up buying the Diplomats. I wanted something a little different than what I already had, and since I had two shades of brown, I decided to go with black. Turns out I don't wear them as much as I'd like to because of the black color. I wear a lot of more earthy tones and things, so they generally don't get pulled out as much as I would like them to. So they still feel fairly brand new to me, but they're very comfortable. These Vibram Christie outsoles that you see on them are somehow managed to be both hard and soft at the same time. It's very scientific, right? But no, they're great to walk in when they're on your foot. They just feel right. I wouldn't say they feel like you're wearing a tennis shoe, because they don't, but there's certainly a significantly different feel than the standard boot constructed outsole. So definitely worth having. I possibly consider buying another pair in the future in a different colorway. But for now, they're nice and they're still in great shape, so I don't need to do any of that anytime soon. So in summary, I'd say these advertising things are correct. For the price, you can't really match the quality anywhere else. So if I want something super high quality, I'm fine paying slightly more. So, something that's, quote, heirloom quality, as some might say. But for $199, I'm super happy with these. My wife has 2 pairs now as well. She loves hers. And I can't really see anyone going wrong with a pair of Thursday boots. I will mention, however, I've tried their Chelseas. Which one is it? The Dukes. I tried some Dukes in a 10. My heel slid up quite a bit. I went down to a 9.5. My heels still slid up in those boots. I tried many different socks. And at the 9.5, the toe box was pretty tight, so I couldn't go down to a 9. So for me, for how my heel slid up in that shape of boot, whatever they lasted it on just wasn't quite for my foot. So I guess that's a lesson to learn. Not all boots will fit all feet. But thankfully, Chelsea's are all over the place, so I can always buy some if I really needed some somewhere else. But I really did want those dark olive suede Chelsea's from Thursday. So maybe at some point in the future I'll try again. But so where do we go from here? I'm seeing some emails that went out talking about, based on inflation and stuff like that, Thursday is still committed to keeping their prices at $199 a pair, which is where they've been since they launched. Can't remember exactly when that was, maybe 2014. So personally, I'd expect a price increase in the near future. It's awesome they've been able to keep them at $199 this long. But at some point, the dam will have to break. If that does happen, I'd expect them to probably go up to something like $219. They won't do a huge raise at first because they won't want to put off their customer base. But once that does happen, they'll probably have annual increases, $10, $20, something like that, like most other people do. So, should you buy Thursdays? Heck yeah, you should. I really appreciate you guys clicking on the video and watching. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you want. Thanks. Bye.